It's the full-time whistle, and Manchester United have beaten Tottenham by 2 goals to nil, and they are still in the top four. And now they have won 4 Premier League games in a row. And honestly, I must say that this was a wonderful performance from Manchester United, and it was an impressive performance from the home side. And honestly, I have to say now that top four is pretty much sure for United. And yes, I say that without confidence because the more I watch this, you know, because the more I watch this United team play, the more I keep on wondering what Amorim has been doing with this team throughout the season. Because this team, they look completely different now, and it just shows you how much Carrick has absolutely transformed this United side. And for the major part of this game, in fact, from start to finish, United were totally in control and they dominated. And Tottenham, they just looked lost. They couldn't do anything. And of course, even speaking about the first time, you could see that, of course, the main talking point would be the red card of Romero, when he got sent off. And honestly, I feel that the referee actually made the right decision to send off Romero because that was a really bad tackle. That was a really bad challenge from the Tottenham captain. Of course, even for Spurs, it will be like it's unfair, but for me, I feel like the referee made the right call. And of course, after red card, minutes later, United took the lead and they took advantage of Tottenham being out the 10 men. Then United kept on having more possession, they kept on dominating, they kept on having more control, and they kept on creating chance after chance, but they just couldn't find that second goal. But then the 81st minute, the captain himself, the Magnifico himself, Bruno Fernandes, double United's lead and absolutely sealed the win. And for all those Tottenham fans that were hoping that the boys were going to turn up for them, well, I feel like now they must be disappointed because Tottenham they just couldn't do anything. Even the few times they tried to create goals contra, they couldn't score, they couldn't do anything. So it just shows that United were by far the better side and they fully deserve this win. And honestly, first of all, I give credit to again Michael Carrick because the way he has been able to transform this United team over this short period of time is just so amazing. And of course, even some players who performed so well today, like Bruno Fernandes. I mean, that's why he was being named the captain because he has that leadership spirit in him, and he was fully the one dictating everything. He was fully in control. He was one orchestrating every field of play. Even in possession, he was one making all the key passes, and he was just everywhere. He was just doing everything, and it was so good, watching him play because he was so wonderful and he really impressed. And also the likes of Luke Shaw and Komemeno, and this was the same Komemeno that Amrin was benching and won't let play because they say him and Bruno were playing that they were competing for the same position. But look at Menu today, absolutely wonderful, and he performed well. Together with Casemiro, those two together, they are just fantastic to watch. And then even like some Buemo, Cunha, as in they're just wonderful. As in, it's just so good watching United play. Like United, they're just a joy to watch, and that's just the way the game went. And now let's look at every single statistics of this match. So in terms of the first half alone, Manchester United, of course, they had more possession. They had 58% possession. While Tottenham had 42%. Then, of course, both had one big chance each, of which Manchester United scored from their own big chance. Then United also attempted more shots. They attempted 10 shots, while Tottenham could only manage 5. Then, in terms of the shot on target, United had 3, while Spurs had 1. United also had 4 corners, while Tottenham had 0 corners. And then the home side, they also completed more passes, completing 271 passes compared to Spurs 196. In the second half, United still had more possession. In this time, they had 72% possession. It just shows you how much they were fully in control. And of course, that's due to the fact that Tottenham were down to 10 men. So it was always going to be an advantage for United because again, as you know, in football, playing with one man down is so difficult. But even playing with 2 man down or 3 man down is even more difficult. And of course, Tottenham, they only had 28% possession. Then United created 2 big chances, of which again they scored from one of their big chances, which doubled their lead and sealed the win. Then they also had more shots, attempting 13 shots, while Tottenham could only attempt 2. And then in terms of shot on target, United had 7 shots on target, while Tottenham again had no shots on target because they couldn't do anything. They were not having the ball, and so if you don't have the ball, you can't do anything. That's the way football works. Then in terms of the corner kick, in terms of the corner kick, United had 3 corner kicks while Tottenham had 0 corner kicks. Then again, United also completed more passes. They completed 316 passes while Tottenham only completed 139 passes. And then altogether, United had 65% possession while Tottenham had 35% possession. Then United had 3 big chances, and again they scored from 2 of them, while Tottenham had only 1 big chance. Then total shot, United had 23, while Tottenham had 7. And then shot on target, United had 10, while Tottenham had 1. So you see how much United were just in control of everything. And then corner kick, United had 7, while Spurs had no corner kicks. Both in the first and in the second, they did not have any corner kicks. And then in terms of passes completed, United completed a whopping 634 passes, while Spurs completed 335 passes. So yeah, it was just a wonderful performance from Manchester United, and they fully deserve this win. And now United sits in 4th place, just 2 points, just 2 points below Aston Villa. And of course, you also have the likes of Chelsea, who will be playing shortly. And even if Chelsea win, it still will not affect United being in 4th place, because United have won their game, and so they have done their part, and they are fully in this top 4 race, and that's just it. And so let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the video, share the video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification bell so that each time I post a video, you will always be the first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching once again. It's CIK Talks Football, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Love you all.